I, sorry, I had given a speech a couple years ago at the Maryland statewide homicide memorial services. It's something that we do in the state of Maryland every year, and it was Cecil County's turn to host. So the victim witness coordinator asked if I would give the speech, and I did. And I do this for other victims to help them because, believe me, I know how it feels, and it's nice to have somebody there to kind of guide you through it, to help you with experience. I had that through our local chapter of Parents of Murdered Children. I had people help me. So I wanted to, in return, help other people because I'd been through it. Such a Liquor's attorneys used my speech against me in court. They wanted me removed from the courtroom and not be able to give any kind of impact statements because I had become friends with people in the courthouse because I'm there all the time. Because I had said to Mike Zach during the investigations, if there's somebody that you would like to talk to in my family, let me know and I will have them at my house and you can talk to them. Again, you have to interview family first. And I think in my speech I had said something along the lines of my basement became almost like an interrogation room. And they used that against me to try to remove me from the courthouse because I gave a speech about my experience. How dare you? On Valentine's Day, his attorneys called my husband and left a message. My husband didn't answer the phone. And I still have the message that they need to work to have the two families come together. I was livid. How dare you? How unethical. You are human garbage to call my husband on Valentine's Day knowing that it was going to upset me very much. And my first thought was to call her back and basically tell her exactly what I thought of her. I calmed down because I knew we're in the middle of a trial. My words have been used against me before. So in my anger, I needed to make sure that I did the right thing. So instead of calling her back and basically I'm not sure they were trying to set me up with my words because I was angry and I do hate them. And I hope they die in prison, and I don't care that anybody knows that. I do hope they die in prison. I hope they never come out, ever. You don't deserve out. My sister doesn't get to come home. You're not coming home either if I can help it. Period. I have every right to feel that way. And for you to say I don't, screw you. I don't care what you think. My sister's dead. You still get to call your family. She does not. One of my daughters had an impact statement. She said, heaven doesn't have a telephone. So this is what I still have to deal with. My father passed away a couple years ago. From a broken heart. I watched the man. The years just weighed on him and he would still cry. I do remember the last time I spent with my dad. He was crying. Sad. His life had changed. And he had said to me, sometimes I wish I just had a regular job, like at Walmart or something, because this wouldn't have happened. We would just be normal people if he had worked at Walmart. And I said, Dad, you can't really say anything. You gave your family the best life. Terri Ann always had the best life. And monsters took that away. It was nothing that my parents did. It was monsters. It was greedy, vile monsters. And to this day, I have two of them. Joel Milburn and Seth Jadlecka are filing motions. Joel Milburn has a new attorney. I've got to go to the Maryland Special Appeals for Seth Jadlecka. Anthony Melcher, he took a plea deal. He got 20 years, 10 suspend. He's out. He actually owes restitution in the amount of $500,000 for the jewelry that they stole from my parents. We did not have insurance on anything. And a couple of them were like, oh, they're lying. It wasn't that much money. we didn't have insurance. It was irregardless of how much it was. And I had receipts of every single thing that we had. It was, 50 years of stuff that my dad had bought for his wife. I mean, he bought her rings and jewelry, and I had the receipts. So for anybody who wants to sit and say that it was an insurance scam, which was said by Seth Jedlicka's mother, that it was an insurance scam. Well, maybe I shouldn't say Seth Jedlicka's mother. Somebody, let me rephrase that. Somebody in that family had said that it was probably an insurance scam. And search away. There was not one penny of insurance money on any of my mom's jewelry. It was in a safe. Trying to get insurance on jewelry is a pain. And what are the chances? Well, I guess the chances are it happened, 1 in a million. They kicked in the door and forced my mom to open a safe. And they took everything that her husband bought her over the years. All he wanted to do was give her nice stuff and take care of her like the princess that she was. And they stole it. And you ran out the door with it. And now all you want to do is vilify me and my family, because we want all of you locked up. Anthony Melcher, we're getting ready to go to, he violated his probation. He is supposed to pay restitution, the amount of $500. He's supposed to pay $50 a month. It's not the money, the $50 a month. We are in a good situation. The $50 doesn't make us or break us. The ideal of the $50 is every Friday, you're going to think of Terri Ann McCoy. When that $50 comes out of your check and you see that for the rest of your life, every single paycheck you ever get, you're going to think the name Terri Ann McCoy. And apparently, I don't know what happened. He worked at McDonald's, and then he wasn't working at McDonald's, and then he got laid off at landscaping. So he's skipping payments for a couple months. And I called the state's attorney. I said, he didn't pay us $50. He violates. And now we have a hearing next month. And again, it's not the $50. It's you violate. I don't care how you get that $50. You go get it. You owe it for Terri Ann. You owe Terri Ann that $50, and you think of her when you go into court, and you think of her when you didn't pay it. And if you think I'm ever going to back down, you're wrong. I don't back down from no one, and I don't care. I have one job in this world, and that's to take care of my mom and to get justice for my sister. And I won't stop, ever. So, and if you think for 1 minute, I mean, I'm 53 years old now, that, one day she'll die, and because they're all still in their 20s, and one day she'll die and we can all get out of prison. Oh, I got a daughter coming right behind me, and my daughter knows. I have a daughter that's coming right behind me, and she's been instructed. She fights like hell, just like me. And we're small, but we're fierce.